Okay, so this is Algoma. Standing at the end of your driveway. You're across the street from the Saddlebrook development. Houses in there begin right at about $319, $350. The new constructions are right at $4. Then you've got directly across, this is actually Lila's house. You'll meet her, I'm sure. That's the original farmhouse on this road. Where that barn is right there, on the other side of that barn, you can probably see the flashing light down there. And that's the sign for Algoma Township building. Back behind that, in that clearing, is where they're going to be building that park. And then all that, this is your front yard, so to speak. And here's the driveway. And on this side, this is the neighbor house I was telling you about. Here's where the power companies recently took down some of your trees just for an easement here, so they could get to the power lines if they needed to. Then we get back to woods. Got a nice clearing there kind of in the middle. What that clearing is, I'll show you when we get up to the top of the slight hill. And then here is your close point to your neighbor. And like I said, you're probably 15, 20 yards from the edge. Doesn't appear to be any dogs or anything. I don't see any kennels, don't hear anything. Doesn't really even appear like there's maybe even kids over there. There's 2 pole barns on the property that you're passing here. Looks like an old camper and an old, looks like maybe landscaping truck that they keep back behind there. So now we round this corner. Again, look down the driveway. And this is another place where they've taken down some trees, as you can see. That's that clearing we could see. And that's just so they can have clearance for the power line. As we come up here, as I told you, there's the turnaround spot. Got the decorative wall, parking area, up to the gazebo. Looks pretty well maintained. It's the Fast and Furious car, the EcoBoost. Okay, enough of that. All right. And here's what I was telling you. You do have a decent little front yard area. There's the side yard. Those are those pipes that come off of the gutters. Front view of the house. The property line on that side, if you can see just past those 2 pines, is that old farm metal fence. That's going to divide you. If you look through the woods here, that's the neighbor I was telling you about out in front of that house, I believe, is where the pond is, if I remember which house that is. Got about the same, maybe a little more acreage than you. It's probably a little bit wider. And here's the woods. Going down, and again, there's a fence that runs that edge. So another good, decent size side yard. These pipes certainly wouldn't have to be here. But as you can see, that's where they connect. There's a good shot of the fence, and the guy's got a pole barn and a garage behind his house is what those two things are. Here is the raised deck we talked about, and the shed. The back property line, see where that tree is down there across our view, is about the back of it. If you look beyond that, you'll see where there's a house back there. That driveway is probably going to go out to 19 Mile. Central air. There's the unit. The patio I talked about, and then the raised deck. Pretty sure I locked this one. Oh, actually, I didn't come out this door, but it is locked. Didn't get out of the reflection that time. There's your support structure. These are the windows to that little office room that we saw. Of course, pretty thick woods back here behind the house too. Coming back up this way, back side of the gazebo. Under that bucket, by the way, was the well head. Now we're back around to the front. And there we go. Hopefully that helped.